Hey everyone, it's Lauren. Welcome to my Removing Blocks additional videos. These videos are kind of like a complement to my Basic Intuitive Skills Part 1 course. So if you haven't already watched the course, it's very helpful too because you'll figure out how these videos kind of fit into the lessons that we're going through right now. Awesome. So today I'm going to talk about removing blocks using some very physical tools. So the first one I want to talk about is crystals. Crystals you can use as a way to remove blocks. Personally, I don't get much out of crystals. You can watch a whole video that I did on that. But some people really identify with crystals. And so there's a lot of crystals out there, and you can just kind of search or pick out a book or ask somebody in a crystal store, you know, what can I use to remove blocks? And sometimes it's dependent on your blocks. Like pretend that you're just really having a hard time getting grounded. You can go pick up a crystal for getting grounded. Or pretend you're having a really hard time opening up your crown chakra. Maybe you can get a stone related to your crown chakra. I think one of the most basic crystals that can kind of work in all senses of removing blocks is smoky quartz. So I have smoky quartz in both this is kind of like a smoothed out stone that I have, and I also have it in the form of a necklace. And this is just like a bunch of teeny tiny rocks wrapped around a necklace that I can wear. And smoky quartz is great because it just kind of transmutes negative energy, and it tries to just remove anything that could be in your way. So that's why you see smoky quartz everywhere, is just that it's good at getting rid of bad energy, anything that could block you. So smoky quartz is a great crystal that I would say to start out with. You know, and with crystals and removing blocks, you can even meditate. You know, meditate while you're holding the crystal, meditate with it somewhere on your body. You know, you can meditate with the crystal. Check out the video that I made that has to do with like being in nature. You can send your energy into the crystal and kind of breathe with the crystal at the same time, and use that as a way to kind of meditate and maybe get any insight on why you could be blocked. You can start with the smoky quartz, see if it works for you. Maybe you feel like crystals would really work, or keeping them on you all day is something that you'd enjoy, but maybe you want to just try different crystals. And you can always go in, ask somebody who runs the store. They probably know what they're talking about, and they can help you find something that works for you. If that doesn't work, don't freak out. It doesn't work for everybody. You can just try something else to remove a block. So the second way I like to use tools to remove my blocks is singing bowls. Now I don't actually own one of these, but I've been in lots of classes where we use them. And singing bowls, you know, you tap it, you move the stick around it. I'm not sure what it's called. Then you listen and you meditate with the sound. So it's kind of a form of sound therapy. The same effect can be achieved if you use chimes or, you know, anything that's pleasing to you. And what you do is you meditate and you focus on the sound, you focus on how it feels. And you know, when you're able to kind of just zone out and focus solely on that noise, then it's a lot easier to receive information, to kind of just chill and let anything come to you that you might need to remove blocks. Now there's some chimes or some tones that are supposedly able to remove blocks. Like you'll find singing bowls that are specifically attuned to certain notes or to certain chakras. I've never tried those personally, but if you feel like it would work for you, definitely give it a shot. And again, this is just another way of kind of meditating. You know, all of these techniques that I'm giving are a way of focusing, a way of calming down so that you can really sit down and actually figure out what it is that's blocking you. And sometimes even in the meditation, you'll figure out what's blocking you and you'll be like, holy cow, all I need to do is just release this, or, you know, start telling myself that I can do this, or I just need to start integrating this intention into my life. And it's as simple as that. And so it's really, all of these tools are just a way of getting you to that point of realization. My third tool that I use for removing blocks, and this is actually super helpful for me, and that is aromatherapy. So using like essential oils, anything that's very smelly, to kind of remove blocks. Now, I have frankincense right here. Focus, maybe. So frankincense is a great one for opening up your intuition. You can find so many different essential oils that are related to meditating, chakras, you know, X, Y, or Z. I love frankincense because I just immediately feel like it just opens up my third eye and makes me more intuitive. So I use this a lot before Reiki or before I do a reading. I just give it a quick whiff, and it's great because it's just, I feel like it immediately kind of opens up my intuition, turns on my psychic ability, and it's a great way for me to clear myself and just get present so that I can focus on, okay, what's blocking me right now. And you can always ask your guides and be like, what's going on? Why am I blocked? And so, you know, using all of these meditative tools can help you get into a better zone of receiving information on how or why you're blocked. And in some of the other videos, I go into what you can do if you don't even know what's blocking you. So definitely check some of those out. I've got some more videos on removing blocks as well as setting boundaries and your pre-homework for part 2 of basic intuitive skills.